So the drawing that took a full month to draw, right down to the last day, I looked at 2 references of sprinkles, real photographs. I never before tried to draw a real picture based on a real photograph, and I discovered that those are the most momentous of tasks, and as such I ended up spending more than 10 hours trying to put more paint on it as a way to express more passion, and like each line would be an act of passion, and so a lot of time was put on the nitty-picky details, when a person could just grab one color and just be like done. But it was an act of passion, so one wouldn't want to leave from the drawing. And as such, if a person just stares at the drawing for 10 hours, then the passion comes through, and then it looks like a drawing that has a little bit more story, and that's always good for a drawing. And one of the motivations was to show womanhood in its in a form that is confident, sovereign, individual, and its true society doesn't align with such a representation, but that doesn't mean such concepts are not valid. So if we can just believe in self-expression and dignity, holding our back straight, and believing that we have a lot of value, and that our words matter, and that we are beautiful, then I wanted to express this through the drawing, because everyone has that, but if we don't see that angle, then we never think it is real or that it might apply to us. So I wanted to show just another perspective that I think is glorious, as it's a glory to the personality and the self-expression, and we would want to be in the same room with this person if they're so full of vigor, but most of all if they are able to just tap into their inner and be who they want to be, and I try to represent all those concepts in the drawing. I used, I think, 3 different references for the headpiece. So the left of the tiara was one, and then the right was another one, and then the circles on the back and the points on the edges are from another one, like a crown. So I mixed all of that together, and I wanted it to sort of feel like it glitters a little, and that the light from the stars sort of pours down onto the headpiece, and even a little bit onto the mask. And I used a little bit of acrylic and metallic pencils. I do feel that acrylic can capture the texture that I wanted to get for the central part of the headpiece, and then also for the mask, I feel that people do have more than one side to them, and so hence the motivation to give Sprinkles a mask. It's not right, Sprinkles. More than one side, yeah. But it also should be an appealing aspect to the person, as I think the drawing is more appealing. When we look at the mask, we are drawn to this person and we wonder what there is under the mask or what the mask represents. And this is the same if we talk about like two sides to a personality. It's only more interesting, and then it's important for people to be able to tap into all these angles that they have, sometimes dormant. Again, it's represented in the drawing. I only coloured in one eye mostly, as I felt that to do another big green circle for the left would probably be too intensive. I tried to make it look a little messy, like it's undeniably like a drawing of a person, and the headpiece is unmistakable, but a little messy as in we don't strictly follow the outlines, or we don't strictly follow a rule for what colours we're meant to use, and that makes it more enjoyable to look at. It's something I've discovered recently, that the slightly casual way of drawing has a way of being the most appealing. I didn't even have to draw any cleavage to make it effective. I think of the two yellow circles as also being reference to the mask. And I also use the reference for the writing, as I don't normally write like this. My handwriting is absolutely awful. And but I do feel more confident in my own writing after having written it like this. And again, the princess, see, believe in the concept, because it's a real concept and it's an everyday concept. It doesn't mean you have to wear a tiara in today's society, but just believe in your value, because your value is very, very high. Thank you for accepting the present and for being in my life.